Hi guys, it's Rob from Royal Balls. About 6 months or a year ago I did a genetics video on the Cryptic Krypton allelic recessive combination. Of all the gene combinations that I've looked at in my videos, it seems that the recessive allelic combinations are the ones that cause people the most problems. So I had a request from a subscriber to do another video looking at Cryptic Krypton, but this time taking a Krypton and trying to reverse engineer a Cryptic. We go from the allelic combination of clown Cryptic to the visual recessive 2 copies of the Cryptic gene in the Cryptic. Let's take a look with the help of Mr. DNA. Okay, I was asked a rather unusual question the other day about the Krypton, the allelic Cryptic clown combination, and I did a video a short while ago showing how we make Kryptons and how they work. And so here we have a pair of snakes, and I'm using yellow for clown and red for Cryptic. So the visual clown has 2 copies and the Cryptic has 2 copies of the Cryptic gene, again at the same address, and they happen to be allelic, so they do share the same address, so that when we breed a clown to a Cryptic, you've all seen my pipe cleaner demos before, there are only 4 possible outcomes. So if this is the male clown, for instance, it doesn't matter which side of the male's genetic material goes towards making the sperm, each carries a copy of the clown gene, so it doesn't matter which side of the female's genetic material we pair it to, we get 1 copy of clown and 1 copy of Cryptic. So the outcome there is 1 clown, 1 Cryptic, which is Krypton. And we take the other half of the male's genetic material and do the same thing. So 4 possible outcomes, all of which are Krypton. So we have 4 Kryptons out of 4 possible outcomes from a clown to a Cryptic pairing. But the question was, if I have a Krypton, how do I get back to a Cryptic? And how would I know? So let's change the pairing. Let's do a Krypton, the allelic Cryptic clown, to a Krypton. We have 2 Kryptons and we want to make a Cryptic, which is the homozygous form of the Cryptic, so 2 copies of Cryptic. So when we split the genetic code, because these genes are allelic, 1/2 of the male's genetic code will receive clown, 1/2 will receive Cryptic, and exactly the same for the female. 1 copy of Cryptic and 1 copy of clown provided with each side of her genetic material. Remember, the offspring get half their genetic code from the mother and half from the father. So when we combine these, when we breed a Krypton to a Krypton, again 4 possible outcomes. Let's take the clown side of the male and we pair it to this half of the female, so we get 1 clown, 1 Cryptic, which is a Krypton. We breed it to this half of the female and we get 2 clowns, which is a visual clown. And we take this half of the male and breed it to this half of the female, so this time we have the homozygous form of the Cryptic. So we're getting a visual Cryptic, 2 copies of the Cryptic gene, or we pair to this half of the female and again we get 1 copy of clown, 1 copy of Cryptic, so it's a visual Krypton. Okay, so notice when we do this, if we look at just the Cryptic side of things, we're pairing het to het, so it's a 1 in 4 of getting the visual Cryptic. Visual clown is a het to het, so it's 1 in 4. The problem that we have breeding Krypton to Krypton is that this visual Cryptic and these 2 allelic Kryptons all look the same. So we have a visual clown and 3 out of the 4 remaining babies look like Cryptics. You have a 66% chance of picking Cryptons and a 33% chance of picking a Cryptic. You will not know which is which. So that's Krypton to Krypton. That's how you would get back to creating a Cryptic. The problem is that you won't be able to distinguish it from the Kryptons that you've inevitably produced. The clown is visually obvious, so you can't confuse that, but the other three, you can't tell them apart. So which one is going to be your Cryptic? 1 in 3 will be the visual Cryptic. 2 in 3 will be Kryptons. Let's change the pairing again. We're going to take a Krypton and breed it to a Cryptic. Now what's the outcome when we take a Krypton and a Cryptic? So the female is Cryptic, so each one of her offspring will receive 1 copy of the Cryptic gene. The male is a Krypton, so his babies are either going to get 1 copy of clown or 1 copy of Cryptic. So let's do it. There's only 4 possible outcomes. The clown side of the male to the Cryptic female, and it doesn't matter which side we choose, it's always going to be a Cryptic. So we get 1 copy of clown, 1 copy of Cryptic, and again the other side of the female, just the same outcome. 1 copy of clown, 1 copy of Cryptic. So the first pair that we've produced are going to be Kryptons. This half of the male has the Cryptic gene, which is allelic, so the offspring are going to get either a copy of this or a copy of this. So we'll take this half, the half of the offspring that are going to receive Cryptic from the male, and pair to the female, and it doesn't matter which half of the female we choose, these are both going to be Cryptics. 2 copies of the Cryptic gene. So now if we take a Krypton and a Cryptic and pair them together, we're going to get 50-50. 50-50 are going to be Cryptics and 50-50 are going to be Kryptons. The problem with this outcome is also exactly the same as previously. We can't tell these apart. These guys look exactly the same as these guys. Now there's a 50-50 chance that you pick the homozygous Cryptic versus the allelic Krypton, but you still cannot tell them apart. I would say in this equation that the Krypton is genetically the more powerful of the 2. You can always make snakes that look like visual Cryptics, but depending upon what you pair and how good your record keeping is, you may not know until you breed to a clown whether you have a genuine Cryptic or a Krypton. If you have a Krypton and you breed to a clown, you will get some visual clowns, thus telling you have the allelic combination and not the pure Cryptic. Okay guys, so there we go. My apologies again. I've done a video on a genetic combination that I do not work with. I was requested to do this by a viewer. You can use this same video with the pipe cleaner demo to look at any allelic combination, and you will see that you get the same results, particularly if we look at genetic combinations like highways and freeways, where we can't tell the difference between Yellowbelly and asphalt or gravel. You end up with the same visual problem when you try to identify the babies and work out what you need to pair to what in order to get the combination you need. So I did think this video did have some uses other than just the Cryptic Krypton combination. It works for any of the allelic combinations. So there we go. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share, like and subscribe. Jump down in the comments below. Have at it guys if you want any other combinations looked at, or you have some observations on this particular combination. And we'll see you next time.